Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be when the narcissist realizes what they missed. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So what this means is when the narcissist actually understands what they had in you, the grade A supply that we talk about on the channel all the time, it means that the narcissist, their current supply isn't cutting it. They're not doing what the narcissist needs them to do. And let's be real, you that you're on the channel, and thank you very much for being here, you are grade A supply. Let me take that back. You were grade A supply. No longer are you supply at all for anybody other than yourself. So fantastic work. But to let you know, the narcissist, they will be looking back. And they probably are right now in some aspect. Maybe they're trying to hoover you. Maybe they're ruminating. Maybe they're thinking about, wow, the one that got away, which is you. Maybe if it's you watching this video right now and you're saying to yourself, wow, you know, I gave the narcissist so many chances. Keep in mind, this is all when you did not know the narcissist was a narcissist. You now do. You're learning more and more each and every day and becoming empowered. And for that, I applaud you. It takes a lot, and it takes an awful special person to put their time in and do their due diligence on exactly what kind of relationship they were in, which in this case was a narcissistic relationship. But the narcissist, they are looking back. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, maybe today. The thing is the narcissist will always say one thing to themselves. That one person, which is you, is the one that got away. The one bright, shining light, the person that actually gave everything they had, the person that was always there for the narcissist, the person that loved to a fault, the person that did everything they possibly could, and the person that gave, and contributed and wanted the relationship to work. But more importantly, the person that was naive and that did their best to maintain a healthy relationship and to keep things going and to offer the narcissist supply and to offer everything they possibly could to the relationship. The narcissist saw this. What they did is they took advantage of you, the situation. They devoured your goodness, your wholeness, your spirit, your light, everything. And when they did this, even then, you, the beautiful empath, you said to yourself, you know what? I'm going to give more. I'm going to contribute. And this happened insidiously. It happened over time. And what you did is you found yourself giving and giving. Why did you do this? That's right, because maybe you were in love. Maybe you're an empath. Maybe that person you just didn't want to give up on. You didn't want to quit. Because empaths, our hearts are huge. They're the size of the stars. What happened here is you were pushed to the brink. And you finally said enough. And you moved forward. Or maybe, unfortunately, you were discarded. And you had to go through some difficult times. And understanding that you were with a narcissist and understanding that, wow, this person, they did not have my best interest at heart and they did want to destroy me. The whole point of that is the narcissist will look back. Believe me, if they're not doing it now, they will eventually. And they're going to say to themselves, I really had something special there. I really had something good and I blew it up. Like I blow up all relationships. Like I blow up all friendships. Like I blow up all everything, every person I encounter basically. I leave a scar, a mark, something devastating and destructive. And in this one relationship, which is you, is who I'm referring to, they had the best thing that they will ever have in you. And I know that you know that. The reason I know is because you're watching the channel and you're educating yourself. Now, am I insinuating that the narcissist is going to be thinking about this each and every day for the rest of their life? No. Why? Because they're too busy getting supply from other people. They're too busy living their fake lives and destroying other people and manipulating and deceiving and being cunning and trying to control people. But there will be moments in time, believe me, there will be moments in time. Watch this. On the channel, many times I say to you that in my relationship, I would be sitting on the couch trying to watch a documentary with the narcissist, and they would be on one of their 3 cell phones, completely ignoring me, pacifying me by saying, oh yeah, don't worry about it, keep hitting play. They would never watch. It was never quality time. Many of you know that, and if you haven't watched the videos in the past. The point is, maybe this time, when the narcissist is with the new supply, on a different couch, on their same 3 phones, or probably new phones by now, maybe they're thinking of you, or maybe they're thinking of me. This video isn't about me, it's to let you know that they are always on the search for supply. They're always looking for that one thing they will never find. You see, the narcissist never is satiated. They have a bottomless pit. Their cup can never be full of anything, and that means anything. So while you're saying here, wow, Andrew, I resonate with most of this. I get it. And you know what? I believe you're right. It's true. The beauty of you and I is that when the narcissistic relationship ended, what did we do? That's right. We introspected. We took time, a lot of time, to heal, to learn, to grow, to educate ourselves, to understand what we were dealing with, to understand the falseness of the relationship, and that narcissism is prevalent on this planet, and that yes, we fell for a narcissist. It doesn't have to be only in the romantic relationship. It can be in business. Like I said, it could be your boss. It could be that neighbor that you finally moved away from after 3 years because you just couldn't handle it any longer. They were playing music so late at night. Why? Just to annoy you, just to bother you, because that's what a narcissist does. They get under your skin on many different levels. But the narcissists, believe me when I say it, they will think about the one that got away. They will, if they're not doing it right now. And they may try to hoover you. They may try to get you back. Who knows what they will do? The thing is now that time has passed, and now that you've educated yourself and you've understood exactly what you were dealing with, and you've basically become a professional, meaning you know all the terms on narcissism because you lived through the fire, you experienced it. You know exactly what a coward and a bully the narcissist is. There's no going back now. You see, you can't unsee what you see. Whereas in the past, when you're in the narcissistic relationship, and yes, you probably were being a punching bag, you probably were being bullied and abused and gaslit. You certainly had a trauma bond if it was a romantic relationship or a familiar relationship. And that's a whole different issue, one of the most difficult things you could ever break. Ever. But with all these things, you now became educated. You became an expert on your relationship. And now you see things clearly, crystal clearly. Remember, this is now your superpower. It's now the thing that you can now gauge people on and understand within a few moments who they are. And if you want to spend time with them, more importantly, if you can trust them, or if you just want to leave them in the past and go gray rock, give them the 1 or 2 word answers and move on. That's what you do. But before, when you were in the narcissistic relationship, you didn't have this superpower. What you had is being a beautiful, bright, naive, yes, sorry, but you were naive, I was, kind, loving person, believing that most people on the planet were like you. They're not. Most people on the planet actually have an agenda to get from you what they want, to better themselves, to climb up the corporate ladder, to have the best house on the block, to become the best teacher, to become the best parent, things like that. But the whole time you were thinking that people were equal or wanted the same things as you did, they didn't, they don't, and they never will. It took me a long time on this planet to understand that, but of course I'm here now. And now, like I said a moment ago, when you see these things, you can't unsee them. What that means is you have the education, you have the knowledge, you can't just turn it off. You owe it to yourself, the community, your loved ones, and people around you to use this to your advantage and to help people. Again, I'm not saying doing anything bad or wrong. I'm saying protect yourself, maintain your boundaries, limit who enters your circle, limit who you spend your time with. Remember, time is the most precious commodity on this planet. It's not gold, it's not money, it's not how many houses you have or cars, how many fancy watches. It's time, and how you spend your time is of the utmost importance. And when you're in the narcissistic relationship, you spent most of your time serving the narcissist. Yes, I know you thought that you were in a healthy relationship or a relationship that was a two-way street with the narcissist. It wasn't. What it was you were a servant to the narcissist. You just didn't realize it till the very end. And what I mean by that is, pre-narcissistic relationship, you would do things for yourself when you wanted to in your time, and you were fine with that. You actually thrived, you loved it. Then you met the narcissist. What happened? That's right. You found yourself giving, becoming more and more like the narcissist, their extension, their errand boy, their puppet, their caretaker, the person who pays their bills, the person who does things for them, who is their sounding board. And yet while you gave and gave and gave, what happened? That's right. They abused you more and more and more. They gaslit you. They stonewalled you. They gave you the silent treatment. They certainly invalidated you. And one of my least favorite thing, they probably triangulated you in many ways, which I believe is the most insidious, disgusting form of manipulation anybody could do to another human being. But that's what they did. Now back then, again, you didn't realize what you were going through. You do now. So you can't unsee what you see. You have the knowledge, you owe it to yourself to use it, to protect yourself, to move forward, and to share it with other people. That's what we do. So will the narcissist be thinking about the one that got away? Will they be thinking, wow, that person was incredible? They were grade A supply? Yes, you were. Remember when I opened this video, I did say that you were grade A supply, because you were. That's what I was. We are not supply any longer. Supply is a term for something that when you go to the store, they're out of supply, meaning there's no more Clorox or there's no more Wipies, whatever you want to call it. We're human beings. We're beautiful. We're bright shining lights. We're not supply. What we are is putting the chapter of the book, closing it, moving forward, understanding what we went through, learning from it, and growing. Of course, healing, maybe teaching, but the point is, what happened in the past, it's a chapter of our life. And yeah, we did go through it. We have to admit it and respect it. We need to maintain our memories of what happened, not to ruminate on them, we've already done that, but to just have reminders what we went through. You see, you're part of a special tribe just like me. We've gone through the fire. We understand what it took and what it takes to actually be here watching this video right now. Not many people will get to be where we are. They sincerely won't. Some people may not survive, and I'm sorry to say that, but they may not. Other people may not have the fortitude to get the education or the insight or the willingness. Maybe they'll just continue on with life not getting the answers because they don't want to understand. Maybe it's too painful. Maybe others are oblivious, they're in denial. Many people are like that. They just shut it down. They're like, okay, this is the way it is. That's it. But they don't have the craving for the knowledge. And then there are people like you and myself who have educated ourselves and always will, and will continue to learn, to grow, and to teach others. You see, I believe everybody does things for a reason, but I believe there's a special reason you're on this channel right now, and it's to help heal and to help learn. So guys, the narcissist, they will look back one day, probably many, many times, and say that you're the one that got away. This video, before I close it, it's not about saying, oh, too bad you had us. No, those days are long over. This video is about, we now know what to do. The narcissist, that person that did what they did, goodbye, forever. When you did what you did to us, manipulated us, destroyed us, probably discarded us, you didn't realize that we were going to rise out of the ashes. You didn't realize that you were going to create a super human being, but you did. And with that comes all the responsibility and power of our newfound superpower. Guys, I'm going to close the video out now. I hope you liked it. I love doing it. From beautiful Costa Rica, this is Andrew. God bless you. Namaste. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I love you all. Continue to shine as bright as you possibly can, which will get better each and every day. And for those of you who are just experiencing the discard or just going through or just understanding what a narcissist is, take your time. Take your time. Things will get better. I love you all. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.